Hey you guys, welcome back to the channel. This is DawnDoesLife and today I'm doing another TEMU haul. Yes, when I said I would order from them again, I wasn't kidding. I really would. In fact, after this one, I have another one sitting in the office and I have my cart full of stuff again. So it's a little bit addicting, but I would encourage you guys all to go take a look at it. It's so much fun. I could spend hours on that site just going through all the different weird, strange, and useful items you'll come across. So just to recap, TEMU is an online marketplace that has thousands of items and they heavily discount them. Honestly, there's just deal after deal to be had. So if you haven't checked it out yet, but you are curious and are thinking about going, I have a discount code, FAVE81191. I'll have it up here on the screen just in case I'm wrong. I'll also have it down in my description. But basically, when you're checking out, you just apply that as a coupon and you'll get 30% off your first order with TEMU. So that's just for those of you who are interested and want a bit of a discount. Back to you guys. Having said that, this is unsponsored. I paid for everything that I'm going to show you, and they so far have not even given anybody in Canada the opportunity to be sponsored by them. So it's just not available to us up here in Canada. That hasn't stopped me though, so let's get into the items on my table. Okay, so I've kind of broken this up into categories and I'm gonna show you kind of things in those categories. I've printed out my orders so that I can let you know the prices I paid. Please keep in mind that they can fluctuate. It is like any other online marketplace. Prices can go up and down. Usually it's not within a huge margin, but oftentimes I have found different pricing if I just keep on looking in the same categories. So just so you know, heads up. All right. Let's go. First item. First set of items is for my Apple Watch. So this first one, I really liked it. They're all silicone. They don't just have silicone on TEMU, but the ones that I kind of liked and that I wanted to spend the money on were the silicone ones. And I like the way they feel. They're very comfortable. They're soft. But this one, really like this one. This one has got the green, blue, orange, red. So a little bit of a mix match of colors, but I just really like it. This is the watch band that I've had on my watch for quite a while now, and I love it, but it's kind of beat up, and I've had it for like several years and always worn the same one. So I just wanted something to switch things up because, I mean, sometimes it's fun to switch things up. So this one was $3.58. So this next one is a blue-gray in the same size, and I thought, you know what, if I don't like it, my husband could wear this one very easily, and that one was $3.14. Next one I got was, oh, it's the one that I've got on my watch right now. It's this olive green, and I really like this color. This one, again, olive, and this one was $2.88. The next one, it was this one, and it's called Khaki. This one was $1.97, so like really good deal. And the last one, you guys won't be surprised at this color. Like, look at the little mat that's on my table back here. Like, look at this. And this one was also $1.97. So just to give you guys a little bit of a look-see at all of them together here, I got 5 watch bands, including the one on my wrist right now, which I'm really liking this color. 5 of them, and I paid $13.54 in total for all of them. They were all separate purchases, but I just wanted to give you like 5 watch bands for less than $15. That's pretty awesome. So there you go. Okay, so now we have my next category, and that is going to be stuff for my nails. I love to do my own nails. I do my own nails. I very rarely will go to a salon and pay somebody to do my nails. And so I have the equipment at home to do it, and I enjoy doing it, and I like playing around with stuff. But one of the things is when I'm building up my nails, if I have a break and I need to use a form for any reason, the forms that I have and have used, the problem with them is that you'll put them on and then like a couple seconds later they'll split apart, and so then you're not having that support to build out your nail plate. And I can never seem to find ones that are really sticky, and these ones are. I actually used these when I built these nails, and I used 3, and I was able to, like, in a lot of cases, pull them apart and then put them on the next finger, and they worked perfectly. I really, really liked them. So I got 20 of these. It was a package. Well, it's 2 packages, but the deal was 20 and I paid 99 cents. And these ones are fantastic. So I'm probably going to go back and buy some more of those. I thought that was a really good deal. The next item for nails is, I've wanted one of these for so long. So if you're into doing nail art and you want to have a place where you can put your different colors so that you can maybe make some flowers on your nails or whatever, that's what this is for. And so it's just kind of a flat leaf shape with the gold around the edges, which I really, really like, but it's just like a flat, super smooth surface. So I have like dotting tools and striping tools, and I can just lay out a dab of each of the colors I want to use and then go from there instead of using the brush on my gel and then mixing colors into my gel that I didn't want to mix. So only thing I don't like about this, it's not like totally, like if you look, it looks pretty flat, but it is very rough. It's a little tiny bit wobbly, but still it works perfectly and it will work perfectly. I haven't actually used this yet, but like I said, I've wanted one for so long. I'm so glad I got it. This one was $3.49. I have seen them for much more on other websites. So next item is just kind of, I don't know what, I was kind of just like, oh, this is a really good cost. So it's just some nail decals that I got, 1 sheet, and it cost $1.16. I'm sure I'll be able to use a couple of them. Will I be able to use them all? Probably not, but this is a lot cheaper than anything that you can get from Walmart or the beauty supply store or probably even Amazon. So the next item is something that I've also wanted for a really long time to add to my nail supplies, and that is these striping. It's nail tape, comes in a roll like that, super, super thin, and there's 10 different colors. And I paid $1.34 for 10. That's incredible. I've seen them on Amazon. We pay a lot more than that. Keep in mind the prices I'm giving you is in Canadian, so if you're somewhere else, you'll have to check pricing in where you live in your country. But I will just show you these one by one, and I'll try to get a flash so that you can kind of see. This one is white. Then there was this kind of electric blue. Come on. Then there's this really pretty like ice blue kind of. So this looks like a rose gold. Come on, focus. Like, it's so thin it doesn't want to focus. Well, there we go. That might be a better way to do it. Then we've got a actual gold. There's a red, silver, a purple, which is really pretty. A more of a pinky purple maybe, and green. Oh, come on. So $1.34 for 10 of those. I mean, I think they're going to be fantastic. And just so you know, I did use the silver striping on my nails, and oh, don't mind my dry nails because these need to be, I need to do a fill on them. But yeah, so I did use them and they are fun. Next category I'm going to do is just like random, useful around the house kind of stuff. Or not useful, we'll see. First one was a bit of a fail for me for the reason I got it, but not necessarily a fail. And it's these little, or this little, it's like a cap that you can put on your pop can to keep it fresh. And I paid $1.48, but the reason I got this wasn't actually for the can. I took the measurements off the site and thought it would be really cool to use this on my cat's food dish or food, like can of food. The cans he has are the Fancy Feast tiny little ones, and I don't have anything that fits on them. So right now I'm storing them in the fridge inside little baggies, and was looking for something that was a little bit more sustainable environmentally, and unfortunately those don't work in that respect. But I'm sure that they will work for cans, and we do use cans sometimes, so it'll come in handy at some point, I'm sure. Next item is a little bit funny. I kind of contemplated on whether or not even showing you this thing, because who talks earwax on their YouTube channel, but apparently I do. So this is a little kit that came in a little holder. It even has a keychain hook on here. And what it is a package of tools to clean your ears. There are several different ones in here. I'll show you these ones. Like, these ones are kind of just like little scoops, and there's a couple different sizes in there. And then I have not used this yet, by the way. I can't speak to whether or not it works. It looks like it would be something good. This one looks like a little bit of a spiral, so I don't know if you'd like put that in and like twist. And then this one actually looks like it has like these ridges on it, which probably would be good to scrape the sides of your ears or the sides of the canals. I don't know. So again, I like, for $1, I just thought it's worth it to give this a shot and see if these actually were beneficial. Next item, I accidentally got 2 of these, and one of them is sitting downstairs beside my dryer, but it is a dryer vent cleaner, and it comes bent like this, and you just bend it out. And then I have an older style washer and dryer, and my lint trap is on the top of my dryer, and so you pull it out and it's that big long mesh screen, and then you clean that out and then put it back in. But what I find is that you do get lint on the inside of the vent that you can't get to, that doesn't always pull up, and sometimes it gets sucked down. So I've used this. It does work. You have to just like feed it in and then kind of up and down and back and forth and spin it around, and it grabs the lint really good. It also actually, if you just use the brush part and you clean your mesh screen, it gets the lint, that little powdery lint that builds up, it gets that off really good too. Okay, so next item is something that I really need. As I'm getting older, I'm losing strength in my grip ability. Sometimes I will grip things so hard and twist so hard, I actually feel like I'm gonna rip my hand off my body or something. It's ridiculous. It's kind of sad, but I bought one of these to help me with jars. And I will tell you that it has worked and it has not worked. So I think it kind of depends on how well you can get a grip. So when you look at this, the inside, there is a ledge in here. That's kind of where you want to fit the lid, and then you just squeeze. And it actually comes out quite wide, so you can get a fairly large sized can or jar in there. But again, I've had it work, and then I've had it where it didn't work as well. And it's just something to give you leverage so that you can twist, and it's one of those things. This cost me $1.39, and if it helps with even half of the things that I have trouble opening, I'm a happy camper. And yeah, so I do think that this was a good purchase, and I would recommend, if you have trouble opening jars, trying something like this. Next item is, again, something that's a little bit goofy, but we are getting through this, guys. This is a brush cleaner, and so it looks like a brush or a comb or something that you would use in your hair, but no, it's actually to clean the hair that gets stuck in your brush. That's what these little prongs are for. And I did use this. I have the Revlon One Step Styler or something like that. I can't remember if I'm probably saying that wrong, but it's a blow dryer that has the round brush built into it, and I love it. I just want something that could fish in between and then kind of brush out the brushes. And this does work, but it does require a bit of work. So it's a little bit more flimsy than I would like, and these bristles are a little bit softer than I would like, but it does work. I don't know if it necessarily makes it easier, but if you don't like digging through, it will make it a little bit faster. That was $1.58. I have 5 things left, you guys, and I'll try to get through them as quickly as I can. Next couple of items are for Cricut use. First one, I've heard people talking about these. I've heard some people say that you can get them at Dollar Tree, but it's just a little suction cup that sits on your table. And then when you're weeding your designs, you can just run the little pointed end through these. It'll take the HTV or the vinyl off of your design. This suction cup was $3.14. Like I said, some people have said that they can get these at the Dollar Tree. I have not seen them. I have yet to see one, and I've shopped all of the ones in Saskatoon here, but I have not seen this available in my stores in Canada. This, oh, it's so pretty, you guys. So it's just a little pin pen, and I didn't want to try to make one on my own, but the idea is, looks like a pen, and you push the button and this tiny, tiny little pin comes out. I hope you guys can see that. And so that is what you use to weed your design. I actually printed out a little design to show you guys that it does work. It's perfect for just grabbing your, oh, I just about stabbed myself. That would not be good. The beginning of your design, and then being able to get rid of all this stuff that you don't want. I just did something that was like using the shapes so that I could quickly print it out of a piece of scrap. Oh, and then here I'm supposed to be showing you this, and now it won't suction to this green table thing that I have, but basically you would do that. You would just like, when you've got it, you just run your needle along there and it captures all of your little bits so that they're not all over the table like they were just a second ago. Let me just grab the rest of this. And there you have it. That's how you weed out. See, it like the piece of that I used wasn't even big enough, and I cut a tiny tip off of that, but it was just honestly for demonstration purposes. Okay, so, and make sure you retract this because that pin will poke you. It's not gonna cause like permanent damage, but it's also not going to feel pretty, so make sure that you remember to retract it. And then the last thing I got were for making t-shirts, and again, and so this is like the HTV iron-on, so I could actually take that and put it on something if I wanted to. And this is just to put over the design, and so that I can place my easy press on top of that, and it's not gonna burn. It's a Teflon sheet. These were, and by the way, if I didn't tell you the price of the pen was $1.98. So really, really reasonably priced, especially considering I didn't want to try and make my own. I know you can, but like, I thought this was so pretty. So these for 2 sheets was $3.48. And like, honestly, there's not much to them. They're very, very thin. Usually your carrier sheet that is already on here is all you need, but this probably would be really good too, like if you've got some sublimation prints that you want to do. Like you have your butcher paper in between and then have this on top, and then you're protecting your easy press, and that's basically what it's for. You probably could use this for ironing something too if you wanted to make sure that like dye wasn't going to seep out and get all over your iron, which, I mean, most of you probably could agree with this, that does occasionally happen when you're ironing clothes. So that's my Cricut stuff. I have 2 more items, and both of these are like so cool, you guys. First one, it is this rechargeable light. So this is a 40 centimeter LED motion sensor cabinet light, and it is incredibly awesome. I actually had this in my cart initially, and then I realized that the one I was paying for was like super, super tiny, and I decided, it might have been a little bit bigger than that, but not much. And I decided I wanted something a bit bigger, and this one ended up going on sale. I paid $13.48 for it, and it's got the 2 buttons on the side here. So it's like your power button and your temperature button, and your cycling through the different lights, and then it's USB rechargeable. So all you have to do is charge it up and it's good to go. I think I've heard that like they do last quite a while. And the other really cool thing about it is that it attaches with magnets. So these have a sticky piece on them. You would attach that to wherever you want to place it, whether it be under cabinet or whatever. And so easy to pull this down when it's time to recharge it, instead of having to like attach new sticky plates every time you have to do this, or have a cord long enough that's going to work. So just give you a really quick view of this, see if I can get it to work. That is it on. There is a motion sensor in here too, so if you have it under your counters when somebody walks in the kitchen, it'll work. It'll work in a hallway at night and only come on when somebody needs to use the washroom or something like that. And these are the different temperature changes. I hope you guys can notice that difference. Cold, warm, and neutral, I would say. And then it does this might be the motion sensor. Yeah. And then I don't know how long it lasts. Longer than I'm willing to sit here, but it does work. I did try it. I haven't attached it to anything yet, but I wanted to see if that motion sensor worked, and it did. Highly recommend. It's worth it if you've seen it. I'm sure this is, like, I've seen this come up on my feed so many times, and I think it's one of their like everybody wants it kind of thing, because I see it sell out all the time. And then this last item, oh, this is so useful for making videos. It is this little dongle. It goes into your iPhone. Let's see if I can get it. It's got the iPhone charger, and what it is a little USB, micro USB, can you see the little slot there? So it's great for transferring files from your phone to your computer, or vice versa. I've used this. I love this. With making TikToks or Instagrams or short videos, I'm using my phone. If the file is too large, oftentimes I can't get it off. And then I have a lot of problems with not being able to connect it to my computer and just download it. For some reason, there's trouble. It says, it keeps on saying try again or unable to finish. And this thing has been perfect. Now I can just put it right on a memory card and move it over, and then it's done. Really, really happy with that. And that was a fantastic purchase. And this one was $4.38. Like, come on, you're gonna pay far more than that on Amazon. We both know it. So isn't that a pretty watch band? I'm just kidding. No, I'm not kidding. It is a pretty watch band. Anyways, so yeah, back to that. That was a really, really good deal. And it's super tiny, so I have to make sure that I have a spot for it. And it's likely going to be in my drawer right here. So there you have it, you guys. That was TEMU haul number 2. And I have so much fun looking at their website. I totally recommend anybody do it, and tell me if you can't spend, or if you don't end up spending way, way, way more time than you thought you would. Thank you so much for hanging out with me and letting me show you all of this cool stuff. Like I said, I have a blast. Totally, totally worth it. Don't forget about the discount of 30% off your first order with TEMU, and that's fave81191. I will have that down in the description as well. Use it at checkout if you are curious and want to check them out. And if you enjoyed this video or you found it helpful, I would love it if you gave me a thumbs up. It really does help the channel so much. And then also I'd like to welcome you to subscribe if you haven't already, or if you like watching videos like this video. And that's where I'm going to leave it. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day wherever you are and whenever you're watching this. I will catch you guys all in the next video. Until then, bye.